New developments now tonight would appear to back up claims the system in place to protect kids from abuse failed in Anaya Day Garrett.
A pair of termination letters from Cuyahoga County expose a division of Children and Family Services social worker assigned to the 4-year-old's case, as well as her supervisor, could have done more in the weeks and months before her death. News 5's Mike Brookbank in the newsroom right now. Mike, these are system failures that may have led to the little girl's death.
Yeah, Danita, in these termination letters, the county calls out the pair of DCFS employees for their poor performance, saying there was a lack of urgency to protect Anaya from her abusers. Division of Children and Family Services social worker Laura Green was responsible for the last 2 referrals involving Anaya Day Garrett. In this termination letter, Cuyahoga County blasts her lack of performance, saying, given the alleged abuse, physical injuries, and number of people who notified them, Green did not act with a sense of urgency to protect the 4-year-old. The letter goes on to say important allegations were not investigated vigorously or at all, and Green failed to see Anaya as often as she should have. The county concludes by saying the social worker did not use appropriate judgment or decision-making in the handling of the case. Similar language used in the termination letter delivered to Green's boss, Laura Cole. As social services supervisor, the county claims she failed to provide sufficient guidance to her staff and did not approach the case with intensity and urgency required, noting important deadlines to see Anaya were missed on multiple occasions. The little girl suffered ongoing abuse that went unaddressed, and ultimately she died from the injuries she received last March. Anaya's mom and boyfriend were found guilty of murder a few weeks back and sentenced to life in prison. Meantime, Laura Cole is trying to get her job back. An officer at the county's Personnel Review Commission recommends a 30-day suspension and reinstatement. The full commission will decide whether that happens or not. Michael Garrett, Anaya's father, plans to file a lawsuit against DCFS. This according to his attorney. Paul Greco says Michael wants to make sure that everyone is held accountable for the tragic death of Anaya. In the newsroom tonight, Mike Brookbank, News 5.